You're chilling with your crew, bumping to the latest jams when suddenly a track comes on that stops you in your tracks. Now it's Big Pimpin by Jay-Z featuring UGK, and it's unlike anything you ever heard before. But here's the twist, one half of UGK, Pimp C, absolutely despised the beat. Yeah, apparently he couldn't stand them Flutes courtesy of Timbaland. So how did this unlikely collab turn into one of the biggest hits in rap history? Jay-Z's pursuit of UGK. Now we got Jay-Z, big shot in the rap game, sitting back, vibing to some tunes. And what's he listening to? UGK's album Rotten Dirty. Yeah, now Jay was a huge fan, bumping to their beats just like any regular fan would. But now here's the twist. He's got a genius idea. He wants UGK on his next album. Cool, right? So what's Jay do? He picks up the phone, dials up Bun B, one half of UGK, thinking, man, Bun's gonna recognize my voice no problem. But guess what? Bun thinks it's some kind of prankster and hangs up on the dude. Classic mix-up, man, but Jay ain't giving up though. Now he calls back, convinces Bun that it's really him, the guy who sold millions with his third album. Now imagine being out the other end of that call, man. Bun must have been like, oh shit, really, man? But hold up, here comes a plot twist. Pimp C, the other half of UGK, he ain't exactly jumping for joy at the idea. Nah, man, like he's cool as a cucumber. Why? Well, that's because Jay wanted him on a track before, but Pimp wasn't about to cross time zones for it. I mean, the brother's got his principles, right? So when Pimp finally gets his hands on the beat from Timbaland, he's like, nah, man, I ain't feeling it. And why? Because of those damn flutes, man. Nah, Pimp's like, what in the hell is this garbage, bruh? Now, he ain't holding back on his feeling, that's for damn sure. But even with Jay's admiration and persistence, Pimp's not budging. Now he's got his own vibe, man, his own style, and he ain't about to compromise it for anybody, not even Jay-Z. I mean, that's Pimp C for you, a man of principles and his own unique flavor. Pimp C's resolute stand against Timbaland's flutes. Now Pimp C finally gets his hands on the beat for Big Pimpin from Timbaland. Now you'd expect him to be all hyped up, right? Wrong, baby. And it's all because of Pimp's reaction. Let's just say it wasn't exactly a party vibe. Now he takes one, listen to those flutes in the beat, and he's like, nah, man, this ain't it. I mean, he ain't holding back. He straight up calls it garbage, bro. Can y'all imagine? Now here's Timbaland, this big shot producer, sending over what he thinks is a killer beat, and Pimp's just not having any of it. But here's the thing about Pimp C. He is not one to compromise. Now he's got his own style, his own sound, and he's not about to let anybody mess with it. So what's the man do? He makes a bold move. He tells the folks at the studios, look, I'm only giving Jay-Z 8 bars on his track. That's it. I mean, just let that sink in for a moment, man. This is Jay-Z we talking about, one of the biggest names in hip-hop. And there's Pimp basically saying, I'll give you a little taste, but that's all you're gonna get. I mean, talk about standing your ground. But you know what? That's just how Pimp rolls. He ain't in it for the fame or the glory, man. He's in it for the music, for his art. And if that means putting his foot down and sticking to his guns, then so be it, man. That's what makes him a true legend in the rap game. Pimp C's influence on the Big Pimpin video. Now, y'all might think that it's all Jay-Z's show, but hold up for a second, because Pimp C had a huge hand in shaping that visual masterpiece too. First off, Pimp wasn't just about making a video. He wanted to make a statement. He was all about keeping it real, you know? So he came up with the visuals. Now he made sure that it was authentic to who he was. Want none of that fake stuff for Pimp, man. It had to be the real deal. So what's he do? He brings a taste of Houston to Miami. Picture this, man. It's the blazing heat of Miami meets Pimp's signature style. It's like a match made in heaven. And let me tell you, it's not just any style. We're talking luxury mixed with street swagger all rolled into one amazing package. Now you might be thinking, man, Miami heat and a mink coat? That's just straight crazy. But for Pimp, it was all about making a statement. Now he wasn't about to let a little thing like temperature cramp his signature style. Nah, man, he rocked that mink coat like it wasn't nobody's business. And then there's the whole production side of things, man. Pimp made sure that everything was on point, from the cars to the girls. Now he had it all lined up just the way that he wanted it. Now it was like watching a movie, except this time Pimp was a director calling the shots and straight up stealing the show. a mark on the rap culture. Now the song might have had a rocky start, but man did it leave a mark on rap culture. Now first off, let's address the elephant in the room, Pimp C's initial reluctance. I mean, here's a guy who straight up hated the beat and only gave Jay-Z 8 bars. But you know what, man? Despite all that, Big Pimpin became one of the biggest hits in hip-hop history. Now talk about turning skepticism into success. And it's not just about the numbers either, although those are straight up pretty impressive. Big Pimpin changed the game when it came to rap music. Now it brought together two powerhouses, Jay-Z and UGK, and created something truly iconic. Now the catchy beat, the unforgettable lyrics, it's a song that's etched into the fabric of rap culture. But let's not forget about Pimp C's impact. Now his uncompromising stance, his refusal to bow down to anybody, including Jay-Z, that's what made Big Pimpin' so special, man. Like sure, he might have had his doubts at first, but once he put his stamp on that track, there wasn't no stopping it, man. And that's just the thing about Pimp C. He wasn't just in it for the fame or the fortune. He was in it for the music. He was in it for the art. And that's why his influence can still be felt today. From his unique style to his fearless attitude, Pimp C left a mark on Big Pimpin' and on rap culture as a freaking whole, man. I mean, just think about it, right? You got Pimp C, initially not feeling the beat, not feeling the vibe. But instead of giving in, he stands his ground, sticks to his guns, and ends up making rap history. Now I gotta say, right there, that is the power of artistic integrity, man. And then there's the whole collaboration aspect. Now Jay-Z and UGK coming together to create something that was truly iconic and out of this world. Honestly, man, it's what hip-hop's all about. It's about breaking boundaries, man, pushing limits, and making magic happen across the board. And Big Pimpin', oh man, it did just that. But let's not forget about Pimp C's defiance neither. His refusal to conform, his determination to do things his own way. Now that's what made him a true trailblazer in rap history. Now he didn't follow the crowd, man, he led it. And honestly, he didn't care if he had a following or not, man. He was just gonna march to the beat of his own drum. And that's honestly a legacy they never gonna be forgotten. So the next time you hear Big Pimpin' playing on the radio, just take a moment to appreciate the entirety of the journey that lies behind that song. It's more than just music. It's a story of resilience, collaboration, and the power of staying true to yourself and to your cause. And in the world of hip-hop, that's what truly matters, man. So where you stand on the thing, man? Y'all like them flutes, or you think the beat would have been better off without it? Comment down below, sound off, let me know what you think. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the world of music and beyond. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll catch you next time.